Today is May 14th. The Yankees take the series against the Mariners. 3 fun games. Stuff happening. Let's talk Yanks.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Thank you very much for tuning in to Talkin' Yanks. Ooh, that's like my TV intro. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. BBD in the corner. The Yankees win the bread, lose the meat. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. Jake, what do you like?
James Davis, that's a good thing to be saying, Jim. And I'm glad we don't have to do a whole dance and West Coast trip. And no, we won another series. The Yanks are hot. We're heading into a big weekend. I totally forgot. I was going to start speaking Spanish and pretend to hit a button to go back to English, but no, I just blew the whole thing. But it's pure excitement.
Do it in 30 minutes. We'll forget about it.
It's pure, okay. It's excitement, man, because I don't know. I think everyone was dragging a little bit. Luis Castillo was looking good, and all right, whatever. No, all right, no, whatever. How about pinch hit Paulie? How about the captain? So yeah, I'm feeling loose.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling light. I'm in the prime of my life. When Dominguez scored Volpe and made it 2-1, I knew the Yanks were going to win that game. I wasn't really stressing. Like, me and Beebs were watching together, and if Goldie didn't homer on that pitch, right, I think we take notice of the situation and go, damn, and start stressing. But Goldie, it was just about to hit stress o'clock, and Goldie erased it to the point where we didn't even know it was coming.
Do you think you're at your mental peak?
In whole course of my life?
Yeah.
Middle of today? Mental peak? No.
When's that, like late 40s?
Oh, I think it's different for everyone, right?
I don't know. I'm sure there's science behind it.
I think if I didn't have kids right now, I'd be pretty prime mental peak, but toddlers and lack of sleep gotta not be great. So I'm thinking once they all are going to school, so like early 40s, I'll be at my mental peak. How old do you gotta be a president?
Comment below. What's your mental peak?
And thank you for those comments.
Thank you.
Jake, good series.
Is there even any grounds creeping?
I haven't looked at it. Right. But I'm looking at it now. And I'll give you guys some grounds creeping and some info about SeatGeek, who sponsor the show. Because I forgot to do that, right?
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much excitement. You're so loose right
I know.
now.
I got a lot of sound effects. I don't think I'm going to be using them. I don't know. SeatGeek, code Yanks 2025 gets you 10% off any tickets with code Yanks 2025.
Don't think about all the speech classes growing up. Don't think about all the bullying. Let it go.
People were pretty sweet to me about it. It was kind of cute. I was like 3 ages away from the bullying.
You had the eyes.
Yeah. No, I fixed it. I was kindergarten. I got it fixed.
They fixed it.
First grade, actually. So Yanks 2025, 10% off any tickets with code Yanks 2025 at SeatGeek. It's becoming, once this stretch of rain goes away, it's becoming go to as many games as you can season.
Yeah.
They're fun.
You're right.
They're hitting. They're really fun at home. Kind of like this weather hasn't been baseball-y, so I don't think people are going, but it's about to be like, use your SeatGeek code because it's coming.
Big one this weekend. Use SeatGeek.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, guys. I blew it by not saying SeatGeek earlier. There's another ad coming quick. Carlos Carrasco cleared waivers and went to AAA instead of electing free agency, so the Yankees preserve him as a non-40-man roster starting pitcher in their depth. Oswaldo to the IL and DJ LeMahieu activated.
Right.
Grounds creeped officially.
Yeah, that's it. Pablo survives. DJ's here.
No updates that we needed from anyone else.
I don't think so. Johnny Lazo a week away, I think they're saying.
Yeah, they've basically been telling us when Laza and Stanton are coming. Stanton's May 27th. So there's no real, unless they get hurt again.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So here's where I botched it. We're going to burn game 1.
I'll burn game 1.
And burns are presented by your local Ford stores.
Right.
Come see the new Ford Bronco lineup featuring legendary 4x4 capability for epic off-road adventures. More than a lineup, it's a dynasty. Ford Bronco, the official SUV of the Yankees. And now I said one of those words with a different accent. I want people to comment below and guess which one it was.
The Yankees, led by Clark Schmidt, would head to the beautiful Pacific Northwest to face the Mariners and try to not get stuck in the glue facing Emerson Hancock. He passed up a Hancock to make a glue company joke? Bottom one. Julio, grab the stretch. Him and Tito Polanco, 2 solo homers. Top 5, Trent says that's cute. He hits 2 solo homers on his own. We're tied at 2 into the 5th, and in that 5th inning, the Yankees were running. Paul and Cody, they order some singles while Austin mans up and makes it a triple. 3-run homer for Wells, a 6-run 5th for the Bombers. Clark was quality by definition. 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Cal tries to rally with the 3-run homer. It's 8-5 in the 8th. But big flies for big guys. Anthony, 2-run homer. Clark to Leiter to Hill to Williams to Hamilton. Yanks win game 1, 11-5 final.
I kind of forgot about this game.
Right.
Because we talked about Boone with it. And it was another where they put up more than 10 runs, which they've done, I think, 9 times already this season.
We did the opposite of talking with Boone about it because we didn't talk with him this week. But that meant we talked a little more about this game, and we had a significant injury.
Good correction by you.
You should see how wiggly you are right now.
Well, I have a lot of stuff by me.
You're so loose. Like you feel like Luke Weaver.
I haven't been out past bedtime in a long time.
Wiggly.
Trent Grisham hit the same exact home run, and people aren't talking about it. It's kind of like a say a prayer situation.
Okay.
I don't have the footage for you here, but I stitched the 2 home runs, like overlaid the high home camera.
Right.
The ball's in midair. They are overlaying each other in midair. He hit one that Julio didn't catch. He knocked over. So Julio texted him in between innings, and he was like, wasn't even a homer, dude. You need my help. So Trent was like, fine. I'll hit the same exact home run, but 2 feet further to the same exact spot. That crack.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Julio texting with his T-Mobile phone, probably. And yeah, Julio gets a little punch. Julio gets a little punch. All right. Julio gets a little punch back today, but that's none of my business or Trent's business. Is he the best to ever do it? Do we need to rename? Because, going back to some early Talkin' Baseball days, we labeled Randy Arozarena, who we saw in this series, as the best to ever do it because he was. It wasn't really a discussion. Yeah. He just came in and he was. Is Trent Grisham now the best to ever do it?
Dude, he's the chillest to ever do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, he almost hit another homer. In that at bat, I told Cohen, because he threw a fastball in the very first pitch of the game, and I forget what happened, but I said, if he throws that pitch again, it's gone. So then that was up, and Cohen's like, did he do it? Did you get it? And then he robbed it. Which, another just baseball talk I've been having, unless the dimensions are really close and you need a tall wall, like the monster, all walls should be the height of that fence in center field.
Agree.
Like that should be as a commissioner, I would say, hey, if it's a standard like area, they should all be that height because how fun is that?
8 feet, 9 feet.
I don't know.
Something
We're talking about. Remember, Toronto had like those 15 feet walls that were just normal height, so you could just never rob anything.
And the little walls are comical too. Like the other side of Fenway it's just. I mean, I will say Fenway gets a hall pass, and hey, shout out to my Red Sox fans. I'm just giving you a hall pass right now. That's because you're none of my business yet. But yeah, every wall should be robbable.
I like
more dead cops.
I don't know about every wall. You kind of took my thing and ran too far because I like the monster.
Except the special ones.
Except the special ones.
Come on. Like that thing in Camden can stay. The thing in Houston can stay.
I agree. I agree with me. Joe's McFly. He's getting a lot of shout outs. People don't even realize it.
What was I going to say? I guess just because you brought up Trent Grisham is the new king of cool. I think Babe is out and it's Trent. Dude, how about him today? Again, I shouldn't be jumping ahead, but I just don't want to forget, and I've got this bad brain that the Lord gave me. Dude, him and Cody kind of colliding today, and then there's that moment when outfielders turn, and you're kind of like, you see a different side of guys for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when outfielders do that little collision, like one of them usually has to get away because they're in such competitor mode that they're like, you're my guy, but I can't deal with this right now. I called the ball. I catch the ball. Trent and Cody collided today, and it was such a chiller fest.
It was a chiller fest. You're right. I saw our guys, PCA and Ian Happ, have a moment like that, and I was like, well, yo, dogs, because they kind of collided, and both were too heated to be around each other because, injuries flashed or whatever the hell you want to say. You saw that too?
Trent and Cody had a moment of, yes, I saw that exact play. Trent and Cody had a moment of like, oh, wait, dude, you're dating that girl now? I used to date that girl.
Isn't that? Okay. I'm going to send BBD some images, and then we can move on.
Okay.
Anything else about this game that won't get talked about in awards or later on?
Yeah, it's tricky. We covered this game. Does Clark get talked about?
Probably Newt.
I mean, a solid start. Max Fried barking at him during the game. Pump that into my veins.
Best intent I've seen from Clark. Like, he came out of the gates kind of... And again, it might just be the camera angles in Seattle and the way that brought... It always just feels like a crisp time. But to me, he was thrown with intent from the start. And some of the breaking pitches were really breaking.
He spins it. That's what we discussed last time. And yeah, Emerson Hancock blow up. Paul Goldschmidt has 2 hits because it's just another baseball game. Those
are the 2 home runs. That's so stupid.
That's silly.
I got to figure out. So like I have the high home footage and I overlaid them. Like I said, I don't think people process what I said. When the ball is over second base,
right, in
the camera shot, it's perfectly overlaid. Like he tunneled these balls.
Right.
It's blowing my mind. No one's talking about it enough.
How about this happens again in Game 3? But how about the Randy Arozarena dot not moving on homers?
Oh, yo. It's in that overlay. He's still. Oh, and also when Trent's rounding the bases, he hits third, same exact frame.
Yeah.
So he runs the bases and get like the same way, but he didn't start there. And then from third to home, it's every step. I was showing this to people around me. Like, what? This is insane.
He's the new Sultan of SWAT.
It's godly. Like, that's something I'd pray about.
Oh.
Pray over.
Pray over.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, game number 2.
Woo are you? Woo, 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 woo. Brian Woo would get a spicy on the mound for the Marineros, while a little bit of chicken fried. It's pronounced Fried, spelled fried, as Max goes for the Yanks. In the fourth, it's a Raleigh rally. Cal plates one for Seattle. That's all they'd get off of Fried. A laborious day for Max, but he still only allows 1 run in 5 innings. That was more than the Yanks could muster for the first 8. But in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. As Dylan throws away the Volpe chopper. Buenos Cantos. Unfortunately, if it's road extras, the Yankees become the worst team in baseball since 2020. Yanks lose on a walk-off day, 2-1 final.
They lost this one, and I woke up just for extra innings.
You lost that one twice. You had such an opportunity with the violin, and you do it with the burn music and mid-burn. You could have dunked on me so hard with that.
It's the only game they lost.
Now people are talking about micro penis O'Brien in the comments. Shout out to former relievers.
What? Not dunking on you. I was dunking on the Yankees.
That wasn't me.
No
that
way.
That was what a former reliever said.
That is what a former reliever said.
That's what
no. That's
Colin
libel.
McHugh's wife.
That's what his
former
wife
reliever's
said.
wife.
Colin McHugh's wife said that about you. And people are commenting that. We're trying to get the engagement up.
Colin texted me. How does she know this?
Hey, that's my wife. I'm sorry you woke up and had to see this.
No, I woke up. I watched extra innings live.
When did you wake up?
Whenever right after Boone got ejected.
Okay.
Or I watched Weave get the last outs of the 9th. James had to go to the bathroom. So
just your internal clock kicking in. Is it Weave time?
Weaver.
Can't miss this.
No, I mean, yeah, I've got 2 kids, 2 toddlers. So these late nights, I didn't even try to fight this one at all.
Right.
The other one I watched until they were up 7-2, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to lay over and turn over.
Yeah.
This one I couldn't fight. I got up at 6. But I did watch extras live, and that kind of stunk. I thought it was like, oh, shit. James woke me up. Dad, I got to go potty. He goes by himself. He just lets me know. It's great.
Right. It's nice.
And then I checked the game, and I was like, oh, shit, 9th inning. Oh, shit, close game. Tied in the 9th. So I had to check everything else out beforehand, and how they tied it is hilarious.
Yeah.
One of those plays you scrub. You scrub from baseball internets. You don't send that around. Or you do.
I'm going up.
Yeah,
I'm going opposite of that. There is years where we push for putting the ball in play matters, and that's Exhibit A.
Great job.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's good.
It was a good point by you.
Send me some of those links.
I can't.
You didn't like the swing by Volpe?
No, but hey, put it in play. I mean, it should have been. Would it have ended the game? Would it have been the 3rd out?
I think it would have been the second.
Second out.
Yeah, I mean, they get helped by the new rules there.
Play that again. What the hell is Cal doing? Is he
He's
acting
not blocking
like
the
acting
plate.
like it's a force?
He's trying to not block the plate. I think players don't know what to do.
He got himself a little stuck there. I can't imagine that's the positioning they teach. Or maybe they teach you to throw it to the other side. Well, anyway, I think he got too deep. You got to keep them feet lighter until the ball gets to your glove. I don't know.
Couldn't he be? Yeah, I don't know. If the throw's on target, I'm not putting this on Cal. If the throw's on target,
it's a terrible throw.
And hey, Dylan Moore is like a utility guy. That first base is probably his 6th best position. So, again, it's it's a check swing by Volpe that gives them life. But sure,
Give yourself
defense is worse than ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. Max Fried probably doesn't get talked about, I don't think, but one of his worst outings of the year. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run. Drops his ERA to 1.11.
It's pretty wild, man. I did today on Wake and Jake, I did the best players of the 2020s, the all 2020 team, and we did a full rotation. The best ERA of any starting pitcher is Max Fried, and it's by a significant amount. And he's not talked about that way. And I went on like my normal, like oldish YouTube baseball guy rant that I was like, hey, ERA matters. It's the earned runs allowed. That still matters. I don't care that it's not predictive. And Bailey, who I thought was going to lay out that nerd shit he normally does, he said, this is a 5-year sample. This is what all the predictive stats are supposed to lead to.
Yeah.
Max Fried is incredible. He's one of the best pitchers in the game. He doesn't get mentioned off the rip, and he should.
Is it just not enough strikeouts for people? I mean, he still strikes guys out. Is it not the velo?
There's a couple injuries that has him like 100 innings short of the workhorses, like the Wheelers, the Burns. But everything else is in line.
Yeah, he's very, very fun to watch. And that umpire was, I don't know when the breakdown's coming out. I recorded it, and Kyle's working on getting it out. Crazy inconsistent both ways. Yeah. Really, when I went and looked, it didn't favor the Yankees any more or less. But Max Fried would throw a pitch. I opened the video with this, and he would call it a strike. So then Fried would hit the same spot 2 more times, and he'd go ball.
Right,
which was wild. So it's just very inconsistent. Boone getting ejected. He drops. How the fuck do you kick that? Or did you really kick that right there? And just a term that I don't use.
Right.
Or never really used. I would have never guessed. I got confirmation. I sent Mr. Boone an email. He kicked it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a guy that's not necessarily good with words, that sometimes I'll just insert something that kind of works and
like
hope
booted,
it gets me there.
Right.
It also enters the realm of baseball lingo because there is a whole nother dictionary there. But yeah, that's it's one of those once it's confirmed, you kind of know what it means.
Yeah.
But it's also just not. There's like 6 words that should go before that.
And Boone made a point to say that Dominguez doesn't do that. And
right.
He doesn't. I mean, you haven't really noticed that. Dominguez is a awesome, right now, under the radar rookie in a lot of the ways kind of you're used to seeing. And he's still got his own style and swagger, and he's pimping home runs, but kind of Jazz is arguing every call. Volpe, any outside fastball that gets called a strike, he acts like it was 3 feet away. I don't even know what Dominguez does when calls go against him or when he's upset. He's been pretty collective.
Yeah, I do want to say there's usually a rookie bump on this. I know Dominguez is a chill dude, and I think Nelson was driving it pretty hard on the broadcast that he was like, oh, Dominguez doesn't act like this. He just doesn't. And it's a credit. It was a low pitch in a big situation. But yeah, I still remember a young Anthony Volpe 2 months in, he had earned some of his stripes a little bit, and he started arguing calls. So I'm interested to see the next steps for Dominguez, because I don't know, man. You could be the chillest dude in the world, and it's pretty natural to not that reaction, not to point at how low the pitch was and do this. But yeah, it's a bad call.
Bad call.
And you're trying to hit one of the toughest pitchers in the game. It really is horse feathers.
I also included overlays of his shit. It is insane.
Yeah.
The first slider he threw to Dominguez for strike 1 in that at bat is incredible.
Yeah.
It's wild. What do you think about Casey Legumina?
Crazy last name. One of those last names that I'm sure it's pronounced pretty easily, but on instant look at it, your brain just sees I see the word legume, which I think is another term for bean.
Yeah. Is he from the South? Because they're saying it's pronounced legumina, which sounds just like a Southern person trying to say a Latin word.
I think it's It's probably pronounced how it's spelled, but I think
Like
whatever
Jameson
it
Tyone
is,
being Talon.
that grouping of letters, I think the American brain just shuts off at a certain point.
You're right. I had to look at that twice before I even tried to say it, which killed
And
me.
I don't think it's hard to pronounce.
It's probably pretty phonetic.
Legumina.
Legumina.
But you want to say Legu. You want to say Legu to start. You want to say Legumina. Legumina.
We'll bleep that out in post.
I'm gonna go to his Instagram. Oh, plays for the Mariners.
Oh, boy.
Used to play for the Reds. All right. Anything else about this game before we move along? I mean, they had a runner in scoring position a lot. Didn't score in extras. That's kind of becoming a thing.
Well, you know, I've been pushing a close game narrative a little bit that I took to Talkin baseball today. Like, it is, their offensive stats are overwhelming and horribly impressive. Hey, anything you would say about today, and dude, it's still funny to watch Yankees Twitter get hot and be like, bro, did you see the at-bats tonight? And it's like, well, Brian Woo's really good. Like, Andres Munoz has been one of the best closers in baseball. Like, this does happen to teams. If I was going to give you the speech I was about to give you, Jim, I'd have to walk it back about today's game.
Oh, okay.
Know what I was looking up and I was bummed there weren't better?
The Beatles? How dare you?
It's fun. That's messed up. That's on me. No, I was looking for Jeremy Jam gifs from Parks and Rec. Like, that guy should be a GIF machine. It felt like he was a walking GIF, and there's just not a lot of good ones on the
I'm
internet.
kind of being him.
You've taken that role.
Yeah. Game number 3. Are you ready?
I think so.
Try your hardest. Do your best.
Yanks hoping for a rubber dubber, seeing if Will Juan could put together back-to-back good starts against La Piedra. Luis Castillo for Seattle. Bottom 3, a lightning rod from Julio. 2-run double. It's 2-0 Mariners. It would stay that way into the 6th. The youth is going to save us. Second reference from that band. It's Double the Doubles by Volpe and Jason. It cuts the lead in half. Warren was strong. 5 innings pitched, 9 Ks, 0 earned runs due to the DJ error, but you know Jimmy Marquette has a half point in his scoring system. Top 7, pinch me Paulie. Goldie with the game-tying homer off the pine. It's a 2-2 game, top of the 8th inning. In the case of the Seattle Mariners losing the game and the series, the judge finds them guilty on 1 count of pitching to the bad man, El Capitan. Ball takes flight. Yanks take flight. Happy flight, happy life. Warren to Matzik to Hamilton to Cruz to Weaver. Yanks win 3-2. They win the series 2-1. And get ready for a fun one in the Boogie Down.
Great record day win. Like,
Dude, we're just wiggly.
it was beautiful record day win. You disagree?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You mentioned your sleep patterns for some of your wiggles today.
Yep.
Obviously winning the series. I think winning both games on a West Coast trip, that's something we circle the 2 or 3 West Coast trips before the season, and you're like, with any team that can just go awry.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it is this series? How much of it is the West Coast trip? And how much of it is just going into this Mets series juicy?
I haven't thought about the Mets series at all.
Okay.
Like,
That's what you were depicting. I wanted to confirm.
Yes. No, I'm excited that they won, and like all the good is staying good.
Okay.
Like in game 3, guess what? Judge was Judge. Guess what? Goldie was doing Goldie stuff. Guess what?
Right.
Weaves weave.
I guess I obviously feel that as well, but I do think there's an extension of that is thinking about all of that remaining good going into.
Yeah, who are the pitchers for the Mets? Like, I don't know who are facing. I haven't done Mets thinks at all.
So we did discuss that our good starters are lined up for the Mets series. So that's just a minor fib because it's Rodon, Clark, and Fried.
We talked about that?
Yes.
A little bit.
I knew we were getting Rodon and Fried. I remember that, yeah.
Mets pitching kind of doesn't matter because they've turned into a pitching factory. It's McGill, Canning, and Peterson, but
Dodge Clay.
Damn. Yeah, the Mets are all just below a quality start, but not blowing your game. They're like 5.1, 2 earned runs.
Yep.
Or 6 and 4, like every time, basically. DJ returns in this game.
DJ returns. He has the pinch hit extra inning at before that was tough. But yeah, DJ's back. Long pants DJ. It was interesting to see that. I don't know.
He gets charged with the error.
Yeah, which that's a little rude.
I agree. I didn't like it at all.
Who should get it?
Rice.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
He's the first baseman.
In my head, it was. In my head, it's like Will Warren's play. Like if you're gonna run there, just finish it. And then in my head, Goldie was at first, and I was like, if I'm Will Warren and I see Goldie coming back, I'm pulling out. But then remembering it's Ben Rice, you got to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a weird play. It leads to the runs. Here it is. We're watching it.
Here it is. We're watching it.
Because he kind of pause it, like right there, like turn and catch.
Either of them.
Yeah. I don't know. DJ looked normal at second.
Hey, I wish they had it in the video. The big double play that Sharkey got, supposedly DJ let it rip emotionally, which that's kind of
emotionally.
Cool. Yeah. Cody tweeted it. The big double play in the 8th inning to get out of the jam. They cut to Sharkey, obviously, because he's a human electrician. But yeah, Cody tweeted that DJ let out a lot of emotion after the double play.
That's cool.
Right? Like even, and I tweeted this, but you know, if DJ doesn't click this year, which not a lot of people are hard selling that, I don't know. The fact he's back on a major league field and he's into it, good for him.
I like his interviews. I don't know if we're talking about him later. I guess we should pause.
Pause.
Because I don't know who I'm giving awards to, and I do have some thoughts.
I have a good pride.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, that's the first thing we're about to do.
Holy cannoli.
It's brought to you by DraftKings. Use code YANKS when you sign up with the DraftKings Sportsbook.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Pride of the Yankees. So who are you giving yours to?
I did good with DraftKings because it was New York, New York. Yanks to win, Knicks to win, and they both won. So bet with your heart. Speaking of, Jim, I think sometimes you and I, for Pride of the Yankees, sometimes we pass the layup. I'm taking it. Give me Big Aaron Judge.
Oh, I don't know if that's the layup.
This MFer owns Seattle. And in a big way, the game-winning 444-foot home run, fake number. The big man just crushes Seattle every time we're out here. He has another. Again, we're getting bored with Paul Goldschmidt's good series. We're getting bored with Judge's amazing series. He was 5 for 11, 455 batting average, so that goes up. 533 on base, that goes up, and the game-winning home run. That the big fella is just. I think sometimes we're looking for other prides. He makes me proud.
I was going to give him the I wish you would have put yourself in my suitcase award.
Hmm.
Which I think you would have got because you like that song.
Coconut Records.
Yeah. Because Judge crushes Seattle, his numbers on the West Coast are insane. Would you like to hear them, young Jake? This does not include today's game, but it's every game of his career played at Oakland, Angel Stadium, Dodger Stadium, Petco Park, Oracle Park.
Okay.
203 plate appearances, 175 at-bats, 326 batting average, 414 on base, 731 slugging. Really good.
Yeah, man. He
21 homers.
21 guns. He's different.
It's different. All right, well, my pride.
Imagine if we had to do a not wiggly pod right now.
Yeah.
And Judge was the last one. And they pitched to him.
Well, it was a really bad pitch. He actually fell for the slider away from Castillo in the first two at-bats. Yeah. And I was, or maybe not the one at first, whatever the ones he got. And I was like, oh, wow. Like this is what we've seen. A lot of pitchers have tried to throw slider away.
Right.
To get him to chase. And he hasn't. He's just kind of looked at it like impressively to the point where I have stopped clocking it as even a remotely good pitch. And then Castillo threw one that I remember that he waved at. And I was like, oh, wow, we haven't seen that at all.
If you throw a perfect slider, Judge will still offer in a hitter's count. Sevy got him with a couple decent ones. But it has to be like the perfect MLB plus slider.
Yeah, in the right count. And he gets a bad hanging slider and homers.
I like the cut of that guy's jib, though. Vargas from Seattle. I posted this one, too. When he pitched the other night, I took 3 pics of him because I was just like, look how cool this guy is. Like, the hair's flowing, the chains are out.
What did you do with the pictures?
So I posted one today when Judge rocked him. But I don't know. It was one of those things. It was 1 a.m. I was like, what am I going to... This guy looks cool? That's a horrible tweet.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, you also blurry-faced him.
Right. That's one of the 3 picks.
Yeah. Is that the best one, or is that the best one that went along with the tweet you used?
Second best one.
Okay.
I'd show you. I mean, dude, look at... I mean, vibe check.
Yeah. Looks a little dizzy.
Looks a little dizzy there. Let's see. What's the other one?
If he played for that look works so well for Seattle. If he plays for, there's teams where that look doesn't look cool. Oh yeah,
I probably should have gone with that one, but
I mean, now that doesn't get the point across,
right?
Yeah. So I got to give a pride now.
Yes, and you said I didn't take the layup.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm going.
Hit the gavel after you say it.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Sick.
Dude, Goldie. Judge is taking all and any thoughts away from Goldie.
Brutal.
I think he fucking loves it.
He does.
Yeah, Goldie does. Yeah, but people around the league, I don't even know if you're getting Goldie to the headlines. His numbers are insane.
Yeah.
And he keeps doing it. And the reason why Goldie stands out to me, pinch hit, game-tying homer. Great job, Boone. 3 pinch hit homers on the year, tied for first in the whole league. And Trent had a game-tying one last time. So back-to-back game-tying pinch hit homers. Great. In game 2, which they do end up losing, he gets hit by a pitch, and then they don't pinch run for him. And he's like, why are you not pinch running for me? I'm the tying run.
Right.
Oh, you only think it's worth it if I get to scoring position? I'm 38. I am balding, and I don't really enjoy doing this, but I guess I'll steal second base. And then they pinch run for him. Okay, you've done it.
You did the speedy, hard objective. You're good to go.
Because we knew that if we pinch ran Pablo, he'd get thrown out trying to steal.
1,000%. In BBD, I don't know if like Talkin Yanks posted it. If you could get the Goldie steal, the way he's running is everything a big 37-year-old man can put into running. And it's good. I'm not trying to it's impressive, but it's the opposite of pretty running.
He's crazy, dude.
He's an older, massive Paul Bunyan-esque man that is stealing major league bases.
Are you worried that if he has a bad spell, he'll never find this form again? Like, to play devil's advocate,
right?
I think, who's the comp here? Holiday.
Right.
Like, is that a risk that we're still worried about, or do we just enjoy it as long as it is?
Yeah, I think the baseball gods are going to kick in at some point. Like, I don't have Paulie G hitting 350 the whole year, and I don't know. I picture him almost ready for the slump. But that ball he turned on today, that was fantastic. Okay, maybe this is it, Jim. How about this? Goldie's going to have like a power phase where he's going to be like a 240 hitter, but the home runs are going to come.
Yo, I think Goldie is reverse Wade bogging us.
Okay.
Like, I think, for those that don't know, Wade Boggs hit most
he's
homers.
Butt chugging the beers?
Yeah, most homers ever was like 11 in a season. And then one year, supposedly, Wade Boggs was like, you don't think I can hit home runs? Okay, I'll swing for homers now. And he hit 20 homers or 20-something homers back then. I think Goldie is reversing. Like, you don't think I can hit for contact? That's the easier part of my game. So he's just been doing that. But in certain situations where solo home run is better than a single, he's swinging for power. I genuinely believe that, like, he is just choosing when to change his approach to power, but majority of the time is that. Because I talked about it when Boone came on with him, too. Like, you can see the swing is different. Like, that swing today for the homer was different than when he's leading off in the middle of innings or middle of rallies. It's very cool what he's doing.
He's been delightful, and I know it's become like the past few episodes a little bit of a running joke, but it always seems like he gets overshadowed by one player every series, and yet he's playing incredibly.
It's nuts. Can you butter knife power into these stats at all after this?
Butternut.
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, including the homer today, he has a 533 slug in his last 12 games. And you throw that homer in today, I think that might be, 570 something maybe. So he has kind of turned down the power more. Yeah.
I like it.
460 before that stretch started. I like it. All right. Now, bad news. Bears.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What is... Oh, this is the full thing.
Yes. Baseball's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't miss a second of the action with our partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now,
all new customers
who bet just $5 will get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you use code JMBaseball. From every game day
until champagne pops and the trophy is lifted.
DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with the same game parlays, odds boosts,
and so much more.
So much more. So download the DraftKings
Sportsbook app now. New customers use code
JMBaseball. Bet
It's
just
as
$5.
wiggly as I've seen.
Any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code JMBaseball only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Okay, Jake. You got to give out your MFer, which you kind of already did.
You Yankee motherfucker.
You called Judge an MFer when you were giving her his pride.
No, it's funny. If I wanted to be a man of comedy, there is a very firm argument for Brad Ausmus if we hadn't set a precedent. Boone gets ejected. Yanks go to extras. They lose.
Ausmus walking to the mound.
Tim Hill is maybe the worst pitcher you could put into today's extra innings. They're going to hit a ground ball twice, and that scores a run.
Who was available?
They're all available.
No, I mean,
Right.
Cruz wasn't. He had pitched. Williams had pitched. Weaver had pitched. Leiter had pitched. So Yarby's in the rotation. So you're looking at Hamilton, Matzik, or Yeri. So like on like totem pole.
Right. Yeri Hive? Hey, this is going to be a slightly weird one. But again, I'm stern but fair. I'm going to Peraza.
Oh!
Yeah. And
You stole another award.
It's because I like him. I think the Yankees treated him pretty poorly. He also had opportunities to earn opportunities, and he didn't at certain times. So tough love it is. He made a couple nice defensive plays, and I like that.
Yeah.
The at-bats just have to be a step better. And he's really in between right now. There's some at-bats. He's doing I'm going to swing first pitch, and I'm going to really get after it. And I'm going to get my A swing off and attack a good pitch. He's not doing anything with those, though. He's not. And then it's just a bad at-bat. And then it's just a one pitch or two pitch out. He even had one that he thought he got. He cranked one, but he forgot he was playing in Seattle, so it barely even got to the warning track.
That was nicely hit, though.
It was a great swing, and maybe in a different ballpark or whatever, that's fine. And again, he hasn't had the most opportunities. I guess with the current Yankees construction of no Waldo, DJ is here, Pablo Reyes exists. I like my Peraza time because some of the defensive plays were nice. I just need the at-bats to be a step better, and I think they should be, and sometimes they're not.
Yeah, but what about when you were like last week or last episode, you were like, all I cares about is defense. I want defense. And then he goes out there and does that, and now you're MFing him.
Yes, because if you're going to do that, which I really like, and I think it makes the Yankees a better team, at-bats just have to be a step better.
Okay. Like Vivas level? Because he, not joking, had quality at-bats these last two games.
Well, Vivas sees pitches. There just have been no results. We finally saw what like a Vivas line drive hit looks like, which that is neat. Peraza, he had one double, which I told BBD it was getting late, and I was kind of mad at Peraza, and I said if he doesn't get a double here, I'm out, which was just like really aggressive. It was me alone on my couch, and then he got a hit, which was nice, and then he had a nice walk where every now and then Peraza has an actual at bat where it's like a win this pitch at bat, but he's not comfortable in it. So I don't really know the solution. Like he almost needs to get jumpier that it's frustrating, or he needs to be like, have a good at bat.
I think he's trying to, because he's not like control the zone.
Right.
Was profiled and we were told he's more like an Andujar, like swing, see ball, hit ball, swing, put it in play.
Right.
And he hasn't been doing that approach, but maybe he's trying to fit into the mold of the team. He's a break free.
I think he's just guessing wrong right now. Where he's half the time he's like, hey, I got to, the Yankees value on base percentage. And I don't know how to say this legume guy's last name. Yeah, I mean, in the second game, first at bat against Wu, 1 pitch, 1 out. Second at bat, 1 pitch, 1 out. That was the good swing. And then I think later in that game, 3-pitch strikeout to Wu. That was kind of the low moment. So yeah, he's in between right now. Maybe it comes with reps. His final at bat that game was a 9-pitch ground out, which he actually won the at bat. It was a hard ground out to third base. That's when the Yankees were fighting. So I just need him to get a step better offensively, because then I think there's no convo for a little bit.
Okay, maybe he gets hit by a pitch and the team rallies around him like a brawl.
I got it.
Beebs, I slacked you the one play. I was going to bring up Peraza's defense because he made a play that doesn't look like a good play. It's not a highlight. It would never be SportsCenter. But compared to all the third basemen we've had lately, slowly coming in on a ball, this is the smoothest we've seen someone make. It's a routine play for a good third baseman. And It looks very easy like that. Like Jazz makes that play look weirder. He definitely backhands it and like short hops it. DJ does that, but lollipops the throw. Maybe. Like this is just very fluid on you have to be pretty quick there. That glove to ball throw is all on the move.
I'm not sure of Williamson's sprint speed there, but
not that fast.
Decent.
Yeah.
Looked decent getting down the line. And the other thing I like about Peraza, and maybe I'm just back to being a super lame, but he gave a pretty good fist pump after that play. Like, yes, I can play a really good third base. He turned a nice double play. Like, the offense gets a tick better, and we're fine, because I think Peraza can make sparklers. We talked about this before, and yes. The Yankees could use that.
I'm enjoying everything. But now I have to give out an MFer.
Because think about this, Jim. The Yankees defense is good.
Sure.
How many guys can make sparklers?
Volpe
can make a sparkler. We said it's a little uglier, scrappy sparkler, but he can make sparklers.
Over the bag, kind of catches it at his hip while sliding, spins and throws. That's what
a play by Volpe.
Yeah.
Kay makes the right calls on him.
Yeah. Sparklers. Trent, but he kind of dulls his own flame.
Trent's kind of out of the sparkler game.
But he makes really nice plays.
He makes good catches, but not really sparklers. Not the layout in the gap.
Jazz has the ability to make sparklers. He's probably got an awesome
Jazz, but currently not on the team.
Yeah.
I think Belly can also make sparklers.
Bebas sparkles everywhere.
In a way.
Okay. My MFer.
Yeah.
Is
Oh, more to that song.
Have instruments.
Tim Hill lost the game. Rise to the occasion.
Just put an asterisk next to his name, Beebs.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
We know.
We know. Okay,
dude,
Jake.
I just missed it. Sometimes my TV rewinds, sometimes it doesn't, which definitely just isn't true. I just struggle.
Faulty fingers.
But dude, there was I hope you saw it, because you said I think it was in extras. They just had this one cut of Brad like being the manager, and it wasn't a sparkler.
Come on, dude.
Just wasn't.
Yeah. He looks constantly like slightly worried. Which I wouldn't have guessed from when he was with Kansas City. And was he with the Cardinals? No. I'm thinking of
Tigers time, A's time.
Thinking of Matheny.
I'm thinking of Matheny.
They're kind of the same.
Kind of the same, right?
Yeah, Brad looks like he just hasn't heard from his kid in just slightly too long.
He just looks like a kid pushed onto stage that's like, prepared, but still doesn't feel like, in front of the people.
I know this song like the back of my hand.
Yeah. I can do this. All right.
Yeah.
Regular old awards is next part of the show. I don't have one of those sound effects. I'll get one.
Did you say what the theme was? I know I'm supposed to host the Thursday theme, but I feel like I switched it up on you last time, so I felt bad about it all week.
I thought it was Jitterbug.
That's right. That's right. Which there's so much to build off from that. So much to build off.
Classic Jitterbug theme.
Oh my God. One More Dance award.
One More Dance.
I'll be honest. You shouldn't get it, but I hope you do.
Hey, I'll get it. Don't even worry about it. Okay.
All right.
One More Dance goes to Cody Bellinger.
No, again, I'm sorry, dog.
Mark that down.
I really am. No, it goes to Devin Williams.
Dwilly. People have been calling him Dwilly.
Dwilly. Yeah, we hired Swilly. The Yankees hired Dwilly. Devin Williams comes in extra innings, and it's another, like, do the Yankees want this? Does Devin want this? Like, what's the vibe right now? And, hey, Devin's finest moments have come with One More Dance in extra innings this year. Devin Williams, 3 extra inning outings, 2.1 innings, a 0 ERA. He's only given up 1 hit. So yeah, that we're looking for what is Devin Williams? What does Devin Williams look like or feel like? I'll be honest, there was a couple of his changeups that Jeff Nelson was like, this is a really good one, that to me didn't feel really good, which again, I don't know if that's just the kidnapping syndrome thing, that I don't know what Devin Williams is good like yet. But also, I know we joked about it with Tim Hill and Brad before, but he's kind of if he's available for extra innings, he's a great option because he can get a strikeout, but that's comical because he's supposed to be one of the best relievers in baseball.
First award of the show? Dwilly?
Jitterbug.
Yeah, I mean, he's a setup guy. I don't know. I still don't think he's back.
Is he the setup guy?
When available, I think they have been.
I think you're right. That the Athletics game Sharky blew, I think the Yankees are going to hold against him. Otherwise, it should be him.
I mean, Sharky had just... Sharky's first outing against the Mariners, it was Cal, Randy, and then whoever's next in the lineup. I mean, he's wee baseball.
Nice.
You throw the fastball once. If it's a strike, you just hammer that split. Grip both sides of the controller and flick the wrist. And you just throw it until they swing over it twice. Honestly, Jake, his first at-bat to Cal, he went splitter right away. Cal took it for a ball. It was like spiked in the dirt, like wasn't competitive at all.
Right.
Fastball, so strike, 1-1. I think he threw 3 splitters the rest of the way until he struck him out. Next at bat, Randy Arozarena, he throws him a sinker. He fouls it off. The next 5 pitches, just split. So then the third batter, same thing. First pitch fastball, strike 1. He throws, I believe, 4 splitters. The count goes 3-2. He whips out a fastball and freezes the dude. And you're just in Sharky's world. Like the first two guys knew exactly what was coming if they read the scouting report. Still struck out. The third guy was doing decent because he read the scouting report. He saw what just happened. And then Sharky's like, fastball. Frozen like a dummy. It was crazy impressive.
I mean, I like hearing you say you're just in Sharky's world. That's pretty sick.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm interested to see the next step because, you know, the Yankees have hammered in Sharky. As long as you throw strikes, you'll be great. He's throwing a couple of his splitters as middle as possible, and those are getting hit. So let's like regress to a couple more spikes.
So the second outing, it was the same exact guys.
Right.
Something to note, because that pitch is such a glitch that I understand as a batter, the first time you see it, you're like, I can't even process what's happening.
Right.
So that was a little note. Rayleigh hit him pretty hard, and then he got a double play. It wasn't the swing and miss. So as he goes through the league twice, I am interested in that.
Follow up on the Mariners.
Yeah.
I think something that's different with their team, I think Cal and Randy are like very clutch players, and I think that matters. That's my Gene Stick Michael take.
Wow.
Like, I think those two getting at bats in an 8th or 9th inning, I know they had them last year, but
Yeah.
like, I think that genuinely matters.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like rooting and watching those guys.
Okay.
All right. So even though we talked a lot about Sharky there, that was not his award. I did not give him that award. I'm going to go the causing concerns about safety and morality award.
Wow. Causing concerns about safety and morality.
Yep.
What's that got to do with the jitterbug?
That's why the jitterbug was banned in some places. The Covent Garden in London, lots of other places as well.
Wow. Jason Dominguez.
Nope. I withheld it for long enough. It goes to Weaver.
Nice.
Thought maybe he'd get a pride. He didn't. I don't know if anyone knows about him or not. He has all the mound presence you could want. He pitches all the time really well. His one earned run in the year is bullshit because he had to follow up Devin's stink, so I don't even care. It wasn't his inning. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't my pizza. Devin started that, and I tried to save it. How the fuck? Like, I bake my own pizza. It's going to be good. He gets himself 3 innings of work. 6 strikeouts. 0 hits. 0 walks. Are you shitting me? Is the weave. And I just love watching him pitch. That me and Nelly were on the same page twice. Beebs is my witness.
I can confirm.
Because he had that kid in the 8th hole, whatever his name is, I forget. He had him 0-2 on fastballs. And I was in the room saying, like, you just punk him and throw another high fastball. Like, don't even mix it up. And then he threw a changeup. It was like spiked, not really near the zone. Then goes back to the high fastball and strikes him out. And Nelson goes, yeah, that's the pitch. I don't think he needed to go to that changeup last pitch. I was like, oh shit. He's disgusting. And his vibe on the mound is crazy. If I stood like that for 20 minutes, I'd get tired.
Yeah.
You know, if you just think about, like, you know, what he's doing, like he's kind of geared up.
He's very geared up.
You know, this isn't how I normally stand. I'd get tired if I did this for a long time. He's chewing his gum. It's awesome.
It's Weave's world, man.
He's the closer.
He's been the closer.
No, he's the closer. I mean, he could go through a poor spell, and they'd offer him back. Like, he's the closer.
Depends how poor your pour is. But there's no.
It's like 2 games, maybe.
There's no option.
He actually went through a poor spell already.
Right.
It was like 2 or 3 games long. Because he had the one outing where he got hit hard, and he was like in Kansas City. He like rolled his eyes at himself after every at bat, like, oh my God. And then back-to-back games, he kind of gave up hits. So poor spells came and went.
He was accidentally awesome during his.
Yeah, if that's his cold spell, then absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like him, man.
He's so good. People are saying that he is Hims. Psych. Double psych. We're back. If erectile dysfunction is getting you down and you need Hims to help get your confidence and other things back up, Hims provides access to treatments that can help you stay hard and last longer, so you can be ready whenever the mood strikes. Hims is changing men's healthcare by providing you with access to affordable sexual health treatments from the comfort of your couch. The process is 100% online, so there's no need for uncomfortable doctor's visits. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/Yanks. That's HIMS.com/Yanks for your personalized ed treatment options.
Mink Man. Hit him with the Mink Man.
The product mentions are chewable compound products which are not approved by or verified for safety effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan. Ba-da-dum-bum.
Really good.
Really bad start.
Really bad start.
I told Booney that Rob Lowe played you.
Yeah.
And he was like, I didn't see it, but I heard about it. He's like, I guess that means I'm big time. I said, yeah, you wrote those words. He's acting your words.
I guess that means I'm big time. Get over it, Booney.
He was sleepy.
Sleepy. Jim, my final award. I want to call it the 3 for 3, or
Is that a hint?
you think Paulie's not jiving? I don't know. The
It's
jitterbug
Trent
thing.
Grisham.
One step off. It's Cody, man. We've mentioned it for a couple episodes now that it was okay. I think it's a 10-game sample size. I think it's coming up on a month. He's had about 17 games. The 3 for 3 I was going to be the last 3 series. He's been hitting 300. A little bit of lame sauce, I admit that. His numbers now, without today's game, which that would make 17. And I thought about doing this. She's only 17, but then just a whole can of worms. So I'll show the people some respect.
Yeah, the amount of phrases you've said in the last
I know.
4 minutes is
Wow.
unbelievable.
Wow. To start this season, Cody was struggling, and there was a couple people that tweeted stuff at us that were like, hey, you're being tough on Volpe, you're being tough on this guy, you're not bringing it for Cody. And I was like, damn. Like, I try to be a man of the people, and just because Cody's friendly with us and nice at spring training, like I have to be honest with the people. Cody got off to a bad start. His last 16 games now, and that's leaving out today, 295, 380, and 888 OPS. And, dude, I think we talked about Paul is getting overshadowed by Judge. Trent is kind of overshadowing everybody when he wants. Ben Rice has these moments of overshadow that Cody, for 3 weeks now, has been a all-star level player, and it's gone ignored?
The best butter knife I got is the last 12 games, not counting today. 909 OPS, 298 batting average, 532 slug.
If you go 16, it's 888.
Which is lower than my proposed 909.
Yeah, it becomes a games versus runs thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And I thought about doubling up on the Bring It to Fenway award because he had another nice opposite field power swing again.
And I wanted to rebut some of the stuff you were saying at the beginning. I don't care about the people or being honest to them. I just care about being honest to myself. And
thank you guys. Subscribe.
I thought Belly was fine, and I wasn't worried about a slump, not because I've chatted with him once for 3 minutes, because I genuinely never thought he looked lost. It just didn't look like it was happening, but it didn't look like brutal. And I still feel that way.
Yeah, there's a couple bad games and a small sample size, and he has an MLB track record of being a very good player.
It's true. I'm worried about Wells, and I like Wells.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
he
got started off to a slow start last year, and the power swing is there, so I'm not concerned.
Me and Dan Allen Rourke agreed that if your on-base percentage isn't above 300, no one can give me another stat. Like that's an entry level that I don't care. I don't care how much you slug because you're not helping every day. You're not helping every series. If your OPS is led by slugging only, and I was glad that me and Dar agreed on that.
I mean, what if you're handling the pitching staff every day, you know?
Oh, I'm not mad at him.
Oh, it seems like you're mad at him.
No, I'm not mad at him.
It seems like you're mad at him.
Not mad at him. Although...
You just said to bench him.
No, Ascara...
You didn't say that.
They steal on Ascara a lot.
You didn't say that.
Ascara's got the slowest pop time in the league right now.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got this track record of hitting that the Yankees can't ignore.
Pinch hit for him today for Pablo Reyes. No. Goldie pinch hit for him.
Goldie pinch hit for him today.
That Goldie Pablo back to back.
He was a Boone. He was wheeling and dealing.
All right. Goldie got him. Pablo, you go.
Yeah. That's like I don't know. It's like you're at the bar and like the first like shot of whiskey goes down so smooth, and you're like, "Fuck it, let's do another." Instantly puke all over yourself. All right, I was a little gung ho.
It's not just like that, but I get it.
That's how it felt.
I get it. What's your last and final?
Cody
award?
played first base, and with DJ around, we now have a lot of first base players.
Yeah. I don't know. My old man mad kicked in for a second because I was like, you just didn't give him one in spring training. You didn't give him one. Spring training doesn't matter for a month. Mm-hmm. And you just didn't give him one first base game.
No. My last award will be going to Mr. Goodbody Long Legs.
Mr. Goodbye Long Legs.
No. Mr. Goodbody Long Legs.
Oh. Mr. Goodbody Long Legs. Max Fried.
No, didn't I tell you I was going to give DJ an award later?
I don't know.
We paused a previous DJ conversation because you were worried it would bleed into awards. So in a way.
It was
kind of a big hint.
Also, the long pants, long legs. I thought I was giving you a layup. Truly did.
I mean, I just don't think you've ever said DJ has a good body.
Well, for the first time in my life, I'm like, what's different about his body? Like, he looks solid. He looks thinner. What is this? And he was wearing like kind of tapered baseball pants and not the baggy with the socks. So I don't know. Like, part of my brain was like, he looks more solid and compact than he has in the last. And then Beebs and someone else in the room said, do you think it's just the longer pants and no socks? And I looked at pictures like, maybe, yeah. But that was what was going on in my head. I was like, DJ looks He was moving at second more fluid. Then not than an average MLB player. I'm not saying that. Then like the last 2 years of DJ, who was like clearly not supposed to be on a field.
Right.
He's done 2 interviews. They're the longest he's ever talked.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Meredith asked him a question. Had to be the longest answer he's ever given her.
Like he's verbose.
He's like a changed man. I don't know if you saw that interview.
No.
It wasn't full of much, inflection or tonal changes or.
It wasn't the Cody award I just gave out where I gave 5 different just pre-diagnoses.
Yeah, it wasn't that, but it was like a broken man that's healed. So she asked him a diabolical question. What are you capable of? Right, Beebs? Was that it?
Yeah, no, that something, maybe some word was different, but basically that.
Yeah, I think it was that. Like, what are your expectations for yourself? Like, what do you think you're capable of? Or something like that. Something weird. He was like, we'll see. I don't know. She asked him about his role in his playing time. He goes, my ego got checked a little bit ago. So I'm just here to help and do everything. Like, it was good answers, but it's clearly like he got broken. And last year, the year before, that broken man was coming. And this year, just from the interviews, and I don't care if he performs or not. I'm just saying it's nice to see him kind of like in a healed like mindset because it was sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
3-minute interview. He's never done that.
This whole thing's 3 minutes. So.
Mention this team. What have you thought of this team watching from afar?
It's impressive offensively. Just everyone's doing their job, and it's been pretty explosive offense. And obviously pitching has done a great job as well. So, whatever role that is, I'm good with. Takes a lot of hard work, but physically, mentally, I feel like I'm ready in a really good spot to get going.
What's your expectation as far as playing time is concerned?
Just, I told Boone, I'm ready to help this team. I'm ready to help this team. Whatever role that is, I'm good with. Like ego's been checked a little while ago, so just kind of however I can help the team, and whatever role, if it's every day, if it's not, I'm good to go. So,
how different is your preparation now and getting ready for a game?
Long answer, man.
Jim, I know we've been working on these processes, but ego's been checked a little while ago.
Yeah,
get that on a shirt.
Maybe
that's what I'm talking about.
No, it was.
I want baggage wearing those next warehouse games.
Okay. I'll write it down.
Come on. I don't like using bad language, and that's poppycock.
That's for the people watching on YouTube. Is physical humor.
You get that on the YouTube.
So anyway, Mr. Good Body Long Legs is going to DJ. Interested to see what we get. I don't want to be like a blind hater and just like, fuck this guy. And I don't want to feel like what we felt like. I hope it's like serviceable, but we still need to find better. Like that's where I hope we land. Not he rolls over every pitch to third base where we've been.
Yeah, he's not going to be – he would have to play out of his dome, which, hey, man, it's a weird sport. Like, if you told us Trent Grisham was going to do this, like, we obviously would have scoffed at it before the season. So, I guess you never say never. But if DJ could land in – we have a lot of lefties right now that if there's a situation where there's a tough lefty starter and we like seeing DJ in the lineup, that would be a pretty big win. What'd you just eat?
That'd be a huge win, dude. What?
What episode was it? Maybe some of the sickos remember that I asked you like a really well-dialed question, and right when I finished, you took a bite of something. That was insane.
I remember that. I thought you were going to go so much longer.
That was insane.
You trained me. He got a hit. And he hit a foul homer. He was late to a Castillo fastball, hit a foul homer.
Right.
Okay.
I think I have one other note. just curiosity and cats.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys have had a tough go.
I love curiosity.
Did you like Hamilton today? Or did you not even see him? Because this is the exercise I've been running for the past
Well, we
couple
watched
years.
the game.
Right.
Beebs and I watched the game together. He got the fly out where the chillers collided.
Right.
Then he came back in.
Came back in for a clean inning that
No,
if the Matzik Hamilton inning goes sour,
well,
it's
that
not
was.
a wiggle.
I remember
it's not
that.
a wiggly
I
puck.
remember that inning, and it almost
Matzik,
did go sour.
Matzik, another tough day at the office.
Yeah.
It was a good bounce back by Hamilton.
No, I mean
I know.
the next inning that Hamilton pitched clean, I don't have memory of, and I'm looking at
know.
I'm looking at the game log now, and me and Beebs watched it together, and we're
Right.
sitting there. I watched it. I don't.
Our eyes were on the screen for it.
Yeah.
But
It's an interesting case study because I think every time he goes 4 clean outings, he then earns your ability to be watched, and then he throws a goose egg out there. Not a goose egg, the opposite.
he got a little pre-screwed today because Matzik came in and was nothing, so we just kind of chalked up the day as like, wow, Matzik and Hamilton have been kind of nothing, huh?
I mean, I guess
So
that would
was
be
the end of Hamilton analysis.
that would be the
Can
only
you pull
time
up one of the pitches or something? See if it jogs a memory for me. Sometimes I say this and I think it's like a joke or I'm leading into it.
right.
This is real. I
This is why I
watched the
brought it
whole
up.
fucking game, and I'm kind of upset right now that I can't remember these at bats at all, and I remember all the surrounding ones.
So that would be my only. You opened up the show with Beeb saying that today was never a doubt of not winning. When Matzik was out there and the Yanks were down, I think there was moments of doubt. Because Matzik's doing nothing.
Magic
up
inning
there.
was brutal. We were just, but BBD and Bud, we both kept muttering, "You're just nothing." Oh, no, I don't remember that. But he did. That's a weird little like foot dance he did at the end. No. What the fuck? Come on.
We watched this. We
Yes,
said, oh, that's where
yes.
Trent plays.
Yes. I remember that one because BBD said that.
Right.
Because it was a little scary for a sec.
Yeah, the first 2 ones I don't remember at all.
It's fun.
Looking at him, there was a 6-pitch strikeout and a 7-pitch strikeout. So I probably was just like, I feel like that's all Hamilton and Matzik is like, okay, well, this is going to get to 3-2. So I'll clock in then. And then if it doesn't, they're just not throwing strikes. But that's a nice inning by Hamilton.
It's okay.
Beavis hit a fastball.
Yeah.
I don't know how. The timing is right. And
Got on top.
I was shit talking Volpe, and then he hit a double. Because some of his swings in this series, and like the results are good, so it's eggs on my face. Some of his early swings have been atrocious. Like Glaber style, I'm going to swing as big as I possibly can at the first pitch. Fastball's in the zone his first at bat, but then he got a nice double and scored the first run when Dominguez doubled back to back.
Yeah, I'm actually. I mentioned this last series, the Athletic series, when there was a 2-0 fastball that he got the RBI single on. I do think there's been some sort of conscious shift to in hitter-ish moments given a swing, and the results aren't necessarily there yet on all of them, but I feel like there's been a tweak in Volpe's at bats.
Yeah. He's been involved. Haven't
4
noticed.
walks this series.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Judge with 3. Ben Rice, not a great series.
No. Kind of decked the dude at first base on the DJ era, though.
Yeah, I mean, Rice is a big dude. Put on all that muscle. Got to remember.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that we need to talk about besides these stats.
Okay.
Jake, do these stats matter? Paul Goldschmidt is batting .310 with 2 strikes this season. Second best in Major League Baseball.
Yes, that matters.
Big time. Trent Grisham is slugging .651 this season, which is the 3rd best in all of baseball. So who's number 2? Because Judge is number 1.
Got to be like Corbin Carroll or Schwarber.
Okay.
Yeah, that mattered. Dude, Trent. I feel like we're scared to talk about Trent.
I don't.
He's our leadoff hitter.
Well, our leadoff hitter is very fluid. For now, he is. Against righties.
Hit a 2-homer game this series.
I'm praying over it. They were the same exact thing.
I think it updated and Trent is now 2nd in the AL.
Oh, well, this says in MLB.
That's why I got the AL split. But Aranda's 3rd in AL.
36% of Jason Dominguez's plate appearances have been 3-ball counts against right-handed pitchers over the last 14 days. Don't say that.
Yeah, it matters.
Come on. It's like 3 qualifiers.
Yeah.
I think we found that like every stat matters to you.
Matters.
I tried to throw one in that doesn't matter.
No, I throw in a firm not matters here and there. That Dominguez is good.
But I mean,
that matters.
I don't even know. Okay. Against 3-ball counts against right-hand pitchers over the last 14 days.
Yes. I mean, you said we should bench our starting catcher because he's not seen enough pitches.
I did not say that. Wells has good at bats. He doesn't get on base. He does have good at bats.
We said the same thing about Wells about this time last year, and then he kicked into gear.
Yeah, well, his slugging's there. Like, he's still popping right now, which is good because his OPS plus is above average. I just need the on base to be above.
He's sneaky been a little better the last 2 weeks, so hopefully it's coming. But I think he's a .310 on base for the last.
I'd like to see a couple more doubles, just like a streak of like singles or doubles.
Okay.
29% of Anthony Volpe's strikeouts have come on 95-plus mile-per-hour fastballs since last season, 15th highest in MLB.
I think the Rays series showed that matters.
Yeah, any staff that has that in them. Austin Wells is batting .300 with 2 strikes over the last 14 days, tied for 14th best among the American League.
Doesn't matter.
Nice. Austin Wells has not struck out in 19 plate appearances versus relief pitchers over the last 2 weeks.
Doesn't matter.
Probably not. He is better against relief pitchers and starters this year, I think. Sometimes lefties like those 2-pitch mixes a lot better.
He had a couple big swing and misses on sliders this series. That's my analysis.
2% of Cody Bellinger's plate appearances have lasted only 1 pitch over the last 2 weeks. I mean, 2%. Like
matters.
A couple at bats. He has good at bats. Changes his swing a lot for 2 strikes. He's the only one that's like drastic differences. All right. The Mets are next. Thursday off day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mets. I think we might be doing a surprise episode on Friday or something.
Like a little something.
Yeah.
Teaser.
Jake won't be around. Don't want to get too excited.
But you listen to the song, you get the teaser.
I wanted to say, like, you keep making that face, it's going to get stuck like that. Like, Mom, yeah.
Know what it is, man? We had a sham come through our office where they told us we get free teeth whitening. Turns out it's just a ploy by the local dentist to try to get you to pay for stuff. And so I've been self-conscious about my bottom teeth for years because they're a little crooked, which is code for crooked. And they commented on my top teeth because it's like slightly chipped, and they're like, oh, we can fix that for you. So now I'm self-conscious about my top teeth too.
You went to the dentist?
Yeah. Kiana set it up.
I did a doctor's appointment the other week on Friday. Physical therapist. My ankle is fucked up, and she said go to see a doctor. This is not torn or anything. It was a muscle contusion she did some crazy massage, and then I had full mobility. And she's like, yeah, you're just going to need to keep doing that.
Got to massage your tricep a lot?
Dude, they didn't massage my tricep. They massaged my armpit, which loosened up my tricep.
I like that.
Something weird. I don't know.
It's cool.
She said, do you lift weights? Why are you so tense and tight? And I said, I don't. I've just always been this way. Go Yanks, Tom Grams.
Go Yankees.
Tick-tock, McLaughlin. This one's pretty cool, but it's just not happy. You're like,